One day amongst the stars, on the planet of Zanzibar, I found myself a stranger in a small cafe. It was an odd assortment of blokes, a-laughing and telling jokes, and above us was a magnificent view of the shimmering Milky Way. But soon a debate grew hot about what was and what was not the funkiest place to ever orbit a star. Well, I felt compelled to shout, so I jumped up and said without a doubt, it's the world from which I come that's most bizarre. Well, you can see their jaws just dropped as they sipped their cups of slop. Come to, stranger, please tell us more. And as they turned their eyes towards space, I told them of this funky place, of its love and hate, beauty, pomp, and gore. Very funky place, very funky place. Very funky place, very funky place. When it comes to their leaders, they don't care what's inside. They find the biggest blowhard and call him qualified. Very funky place, very funky place. And sometimes they'll get quite angry, sometimes they'll get quite sore. But work their problems out, my goodness no, they'd rather have a war. They'd rather have a war? It's there you'll see the gore. You can search the heavens high, you can search the heavens low, but if it's a funky place you want, the earth's the place to go. Very funky place, very funky place, very funky place, very funky place. Now when it comes to their relationships, they make them so complex. They treat each other so thoughtlessly, and love's confused with sex. And I'll tell you for a fact, their science is exact. They live their lives in a techno-fog. They treat people like dirt, and they love the things that hurt. And imagine some even question the very reality of God. They don't believe in God? Don't you find that odd? You can search the heavens high, you can search the heavens low, but if it's a funky place you want, the earth's the place to go. Very funky place, very funky place. Very funky place, very funky place. Very funky place, very funky place. Very funky place. Well, we went on for what seemed like hours in that cafe amongst the stars, and I tell you, we did draw quite a crowd. Had them laughing till they cried, until their alien brains were fried, and they all grew very rowdy, very loud. And I suppose if there's a moral, it'd be for those who lack the words to speak in some strange far-off corner of distant space. So just remember where you're from, and you too can have some fun by telling them of your world, 'cause it's a very